Coat Drive is an initiative to provide warm coats to individuals in need, primarily those who are homeless or low income. The initiative also includes providing business clothing for persons re-entering society and the employment market. This subcategory contains salon and barber services and etiquette coaching. To expand the reach of this initiative, we plan to collaborate with community organizations, including other faith organizations, to provide links to food pantry resources as well. This will help provide food to those in need and additional support services to help individuals and families move towards self-sufficiency. In addition to providing warm coats and business clothing, I recognize the importance of grooming and professional etiquette in helping individuals in their job search and re-entry into society. That's why I've included the salon and barber services and etiquette coaching as part of this initiative. These services can help individuals feel more confident, presentable, and prepared for job interviews and other professional engagements. I aim to expand the resources roster by working with local businesses and community organizations to provide additional services and support to those in need. I believe this collaborative effort will help us reach more individuals and families, provide them with the resources they need to thrive and positively impact our community. Expand to benefit the community services and enhance interfaith relationships. That was the onset goal. The initial donations went smashingly well. My wanting to link church communities and maintain an ongoing collaborative presence met with less enthusiasm. They didn't mind participating in a one-time donation, but were less enthused about a year-round collaboration. This just speaks to the need for persistent engagement and education of how this program will benefit all communities. In surveying the participants in the Warm Coat Drive to engage the effectiveness and the willingness to continue, there were mixed reviews. 100% were fine to perform, as I stated, one-time donations, but also 100% of the churches were greatly unwilling to merge resources, and many wanted to have a stipend for the extra work where they were to continue year-round. The only person that was willing to continuously participate in the spirit of community giving was a barber who has over 25 years in the community, helping people get back on their feet and manage the cost of their grooming. She has made it part of her professional career to assist struggling families and those who have come out of incarceration to have a sliding scale, of course at her determination, for grooming services. I am still involved with the Livermore Project, and my name is active on their list for emergency assistance, and I am happy to teach etiquette classes when asked. The connections I have made with this project have been invaluable, and the people who have been helped were very appreciative. I am still waiting for the churches to get back with me. However, one of the motorcycle clubs I contacted were happy to be thought of as a resource and are willing to collect and store the clothing. Two of the cleaners that I used in past to help clean the coats so that they can be presented ready to use have rescinded their offer to assist with sliding scale prices. I have cast a wider net for sustainable resources. Effective communication skills are crucial for any leader, especially when working with a diverse group of people. I realize that my body language plays a large part in how communication is received and interpreted, and how it gauges approachableness. All parties involved should understand the same terminology. Street language is appropriate when both parties have the same understanding, but some people aren't comfortable speaking in that language and then will not be willing to actually tell you what their needs are. Trust goes a long way, but it's hard fought and hard won. Leaders should be able to communicate their vision, goals, and expectations clearly to their team, volunteers, and stakeholders. They should also be good listeners and open to feedback and suggestion from others. Being a leader using empathy, leaders should have empathy and compassion towards the individuals they are working with and for. I tried to understand their needs, challenges, and aspirations and show support and care toward all persons involved. In the context of the compassion-driven warm coat drive, etiquette training, and new clothes provided to former inmates, all participants demonstrated empathy toward the former inmates and tried to create an inclusive, non-judgmental, and supportive atmosphere. As a leader using problem solving, I was able to identify and solve problems effectively, proactively, and proactivity was demonstrated in the planning process to address possible areas of concern. I maintained a proactive spirit in addressing challenges and finding creative solutions that could benefit everyone involved, creating a win-win situation. I prioritized tasks and managed time effectively. As a leader in using team building, all leaders should be able to build and manage a team of volunteers effectively. They should be able to delegate tasks, motivate and inspire their team, and create a positive and collaborative work environment. They should also be able to recognize and appreciate the efforts of their team members. This is a beautiful theory. Doesn't always work with real humans, as you have to factor in the human factor. Oftentimes, when people say they want to be part of something, they often want to be the focus of everything. With the warm coat drive, people were quick to give and wanted the goal of 50 coats to be exceeded by 51 more, which was achieved. They wanted to conclude participation after that goal was reached. Keeping people motivated primarily through the holidays is much more challenging, as everyone has their own things that they want to do, but still want to feel noble and think that they're being altruistic. I was disappointed, but undaunted, and I completed my goals and reached out to other stakeholders. As a leader, using adaptability is extra important. Leaders should be able to be adaptable and flexible to the changing situations and circumstances. They should be able to adjust their plans and strategies as needed and remain calm and focused under pressure. They should also be able to learn from their mistakes and adapt their approach accordingly. Great lessons learned. My focus was correct, but my net needed to be more significantly larger to recruit the resources and the stakeholders to be a sustainable project year-round. I should have expanded my solicitations of stakeholders larger so that when those who dwindle out of participation, the pool of resources will still be wealthy and provide needed support to the target demographics. Leadership skills are essential for any initiative, especially when working with individuals with unique needs and challenges. By applying these skills effectively, leaders can create a positive impact and help former inmates integrate into society with dignity, hope, and respect. Starting a new chapter in our lives can be both exciting and daunting, but with the help of collaborative efforts, we can make it easier for those transitions to proceed. By reaching more individuals and families and providing them with the resources they need to thrive, we can positively impact our community and create a better future for ourselves and those around us. And on the first day of this new journey, a warm coat, a fresh cut, and new clothes can give us the confidence to take on the world. Weaknesses, opportunities, and threats analysis. The strengths in compassion-driven approach can create a positive impact in the lives of former inmates. The Warm Coat Drive can be a unique and useful initiative during colder months. Etiquette training can help former inmates develop social skills and confidence. Providing new clothes can improve their self-esteem and help them feel more comfortable in their new environment. In considering the weakness analysis, a lack of funding can limit the reach of the program. difficulty in finding suitable locations for the program to be implemented, and limited availability of volunteers to help with the program. Potential resistance from former inmates who may not be interested in participating. Although the opportunities within this analysis include collaborating with other organizations and businesses to expand the reach of the program, partnering with local governments to increase funding and support, developing a social media presence to increase awareness and encourage more people to participate, offering career development and job training programs to help former inmates find employment. Some of the threats that I came across, or to be mindful of in another way, are the negative stereotypes and stigmas associated with formerly incarcerated individuals may discourage participation and support from the broader community. Limited resources and competition from other organizations working on similar initiatives. Unfortunately, that was greatly experienced. There were possible legal challenges related to working with former inmates. We did not run into those problems, and I'm very thankful that I did work with churches who already had a lack of problems with monitoring their recidivism rate. Fluctuations in weather patterns and seasonal changes can impact the success of the Warm Coat Drive. Looking at Kolb's experimental learning cycle, though, is a popular model that outlines the process of learning through experience. It is divided into 4 basic theoretical components, which are concrete experience, reflective observation, abstract conceptualization, and active experimentation. Here is how this cycle can be applied to the compassion-driven Warm Coat Drive, etiquette training, and new clothes provided to former inmates integrating back into society. The concrete experience is the first stage of the cycle where individuals have a personal experience with a particular situation or event. In the context of the Warm Coat Drive, former inmates may have a concrete experience of receiving warm coats, which can help them feel cared for and supported. Similarly, in etiquette training, they may have a concrete experience of learning new social skills and behaviors which can help them improve their confidence and relationships with others. Reflective observation. In this stage, individuals reflect on their experiences and observe the impact of their actions in the context of the Warm Coat Drive. Former inmates may reflect on how the warm coats may have helped them stay warm and protected during the colder months. In etiquette training, they may reflect on how their new social skills have helped them interact with others in a more positive and respectful manner. The abstract conceptualization. In this stage, individuals try to make sense of their experiences by developing generalizations and theories. In the context of the Warm Coat Drive, the generalization may be that providing warm coats can be a simple yet impactful way to show compassion, care, and support for former inmates. In etiquette training, the generalization may be that developing social skills can help individuals improve their relationships with others and succeed in their careers. The active experimentation in this final stage of the Kolb's model, individuals apply their theories and generalizations in new situations and contexts. In the context of the Warm Coat Drive, active experimentation may involve expanding the initiative to other cities or partnering with other organizations to increase its impact. In etiquette training, active experimentation may involve practicing new social skills in various settings, such as at work or in social gatherings. Overall, Kolb's experimental learning cycle can be a useful tool to understand and enhance the learning process involved in the compassion-driven Warm Coat Drive, etiquette training, and new clothes provided to former inmates. Integrating back into society. By following this cycle, individuals can continuously learn from their experiences, reflect on their actions, develop new theories and generalizations, and apply their learning in new contexts. For future Better World Project students, I would recommend the following. Research and understand the target population before starting any initiative. It is essential to research and understand the needs and challenges of the target population. This will help in developing effective strategies and solutions that can address their specific needs. Collaborate with stakeholders. Collaboration with stakeholders is crucial for the success of any initiative. This includes working with community organizations, government agencies, and volunteers who can provide support and resources to the initiative. Develop clear goals and objectives. Developing clear goals and objectives can help in keeping the initiative focused and on track. It is also essential to develop metrics for measuring progress and success. Communicate effectively. Effective communication is essential for any initiative. Leaders should be able to communicate their vision, goals, and expectations clearly to their team, volunteers, and stakeholders. They should also be good listeners and open to feedback and suggestions from others. Emphasize empathy and compassion. Empathy and compassion are critical for working with individuals with unique needs and challenges. Leaders should try to understand their needs, challenges, and aspirations, and show support and care toward all persons involved. In terms of what could be done differently in the Warm Coat, Etiquette, and Suits for Inmates Reentry into Society initiative, the following could be considered. Expand outreach efforts to involve more stakeholders. While the initiative was successful, expanding outreach efforts to involve more stakeholders could help in increasing the impact of the initiative and its longevity. Develop a long-term plan for sustainability. Developing a long-term plan for sustainability could help in ensuring that the initiative continues to have an impact beyond its initial phase. Provide additional support services. Providing additional support services such as job training, counseling, and mentorship could help in supporting the re-entry process for former inmates. Increase awareness and education efforts. Increasing awareness and education efforts could help in reducing stigma and stereotypes associated with former inmates and promoting a more inclusive and supportive community.